8, 9 out of 15, 10 out of 15, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 out of 15 channels today, guys. There we are. We are live. Hello and welcome. And as you might be able to tell, if you look outside the windows here, it is pouring down rain. Here, look at this. Just pouring rain. But it's beautiful, you know, and you gotta love it. How gorgeous it is. Here we go. And you can see the rain coming down. That's cool. That's cool, man. You guys see it's raining like crazy out there. We never get rain like this in California. It does not rain hard like this. You get drizzles and whatever, but you know, this is Florida, son. And man, we're gonna bring this lawn back. I am so excited. I've hired True Green. We've got on Angie's list today, and I hired a sprinkler irrigation system's going to come out and check out the irrigation. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Zena. Zena and Debbie were at the exact same time. I want you guys to know that. 8:32:20, man, it was a tie. Debbie came out on top like she usually does, but Zena, you are in the same second posting as Debbie. Good try. Good try. Maybe a little faster next time, and you'll be able to beat Debbie. You see my neighbor's chimney over there. Hey, Heavy P, Brap all day. What's up, guys? We did a little brap ourselves yesterday in that Porsche, man. Yo, we went out for a spin last night in that Porsche. Oh my God, dude, that's like the fastest car I think I've ever been in. It is so fast. He's just like, yeah, I go wherever I want, bro. I'm like, yeah, you can. He's like, yeah, you see that spot up there? He's like, zip, and we're in it. I'm like, oh man, dude, there was like a Maserati next to us, and it was like on the start, Mike would let it take off, and it would like take off on us. He'd just be all like chilling, and then as soon as he just felt like it, he'd just go bam, and he'd just race right past that dude. This guy had nothing on us. He was giving everybody head starts, man. He feels so bad for everybody. He's got a very fair-minded way about him, Iceman does, and he was just smoking fools last night. God, that car is bad as shit. Debbie's the winner always. Hey, Michael Haskey, what's up? I drove a supercharged Range Rover. So, yeah, man, I got behind a Range Rover. It sounded like a freaking Harley, bro. It was bad as shit. I didn't know what the hell this guy had in the exhaust system, but that Range Rover, we were on I-10. This guy was just so fast. Hit 100 before I even got off the 100. Do you know what's funny? Mike said the funniest thing last night. He's like, I'm already speeding, man. I can't help it. He's like, I just hit the accelerator and I'm speeding, man. It's like, it's not my fault. I was like, we were laughing so hard last night. We had so much fun, man. We were just driving in a Porsche, laughing about the fact that we used to be kids that wished we had a Porsche, and now we finally got one. It's so funny. You have a Ford Lightning? Wow, that's really fast. Those are fast trucks, man. Yeah, man. You know, I like a car that can get you in and out of trouble. In trouble, out of trouble. You know, I like cars like that. You're so glad I had such a great time. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you for talking, Debbie. That's great. They like the dog? Are they okay with him? Yeah, he's not intimidating anybody? No, he's not scaring anybody. Good. He's such a baby. He's a meatball. He's a meatball. He's a spicy meatball. He's meeting the cleaning crew right now. Rogi's meeting the cleaning crew. It's like the cleaning crew has a new gal. Kind of attractive. Oh, my life is just so sucky here, let me tell you. I love driving fast. Okay, cars can bring a lot of happiness. I'm so glad you answered. Okay, cool. So I'm caught up on the chat. Good. Nobody else has anything cool to say? Lee Camp was on Jimmy Dore's show yesterday, and they were talking about the Ukraine Nazi issue from 2018. And I noticed that Russian television is still on YouTube. You know, they've sanctioned RT, and they were shut down on all platforms, basically, except for YouTube, man. They are still on YouTube, and you can still see RT on YouTube. And when you pull up an RT episode, and you know they're still exposing American imperialism, which is hilarious. Sure enough, what you end up seeing is hi. Good. He loves that. She's playing with the dog. So, where were we? Got distracted. Oh my God. Got distracted. Can't talk. Can't talk now. Oh yeah. So there's a disclaimer on YouTube now. And look at my little superhero. My little superhero. Rogie, are you my super? Oh, I still have to clean his ears out. They put a disclaimer on the YouTube videos now from saying that this is a Russian-based well, morning. Hey, Carol. Okay, we're back. I think we got lost connection there for a second. Did we lose connection for a second, guys? We're back. Let's get Rogie in the picture, shall we? Go. Oh, okay. No. Don't do that. No. Stop it. Let's clean that ear, Lisa. Let's clean that ear, Lisa. Oh, God. I said, oh, God. All right. I should have cleaned your ears this morning. I'm sorry. I don't have to clean his ears as often. You know, once every few days seems to work. I'm so excited. I ordered some shorts on the internet. I'll get them in a few days. Well, we'll see how long it takes for them to come in. It might take a little longer. Did I send notifications on all channels? The notifications are automatic, Brad. So, you know, sometimes they go out and sometimes they don't, man. You know, I have no control over that. I have it set up for all on all the time. My phone didn't ding, but, you know, I might have notifications on silent right now. Yep. YT puts Russian, yeah. So we want to look at that disclaimer. I want to show you guys the the YouTube disclaimer about Russia. It's very important that you guys know this. You know, RT has been supplying you with fantastic reporting for years. And the fact that it's an enemy of the United States that puts that information out there should make you listen to them even more. Because how many times have you felt like the United States has alienated you, a specific group, for any reason at all? You have health care? You got free health care like the rest of the world does? You know, think about it. You think they care about you? So remember, this is the problem my mom has, is she's, you know, pro-America, right? So when I tell her RT has been exposing American imperialism, you know my mom's response? Well, that's terrible. You shouldn't do that. She's like Hillary Clinton. Keep that stuff quiet. Don't tell people, but that's our team. We're not gonna rat on our own team, are we? You know, just don't talk about it. I hate that mentality. Sorry. That's the wrong mentality. Okay? The right mentality is we stand behind the truth, we stand behind the facts. And if when we screw up and when we do something wrong, we admit it. You admit it. You don't sit there and act like it's not you. You know, you admit it. So anyway, let's pull up an RT. RT, they're still there. I'm still subscribed. Ooh, they're live now too. And let's click on one of their videos. And there's no disclaimer. Oh yeah, there is the disclaimer there. So let's go ahead and show you the disclaimer now that YouTube feels is necessary for you to see so that you can learn about American imperialism from RT. All right, you see this? This is what it says at the bottom of the RT videos. Now, it says RT is funded in whole or in part by the Russian government. Right? So when you see that disclaimer, you're supposed to think that's your enemy. You're supposed to think that information is no good. The problem with that is when you go and you watch their videos, you realize that it's truthful, factual, data-based reporting, the kind of reporting you really want. Not, you know, all the opinion you get from CNN and Fox News, where it's just always opinion, right? I don't want to download your app. What's that? I'm looking at my house right now. You guys miss my house? You guys want to see it? Want to see the house? Let's see if it'll zoom, if it'll focus here. God, that is so stupid to get this focus to work. There we go. It's like that. Pretty cool. Looking in at the trendy house. Love it. We're back. How long have we staying with mom? Come on, mom and Nate. Your boy talks since. Mom and Nate. 8:43. Okay. I'm going to see if I can get you guys to participate in the chat, okay? Do you feel like because RT is funded in part or in whole by the Russian government that they can't give you news? Do you know who funds America sometimes with energy? Where we get our energy from? Our oil, a lot of it. The Russian government. Yeah, they pay us. We pay them. Pay us with oil. We pay them with cash. That's money. You know, it's a come on. Who's supporting America? Oh, that's right. Russian oil for years. So does that mean that all the news coming out of America was fake too? Because it was under supported, in part or in whole, by the Russian government? It doesn't even make sense. This does not make sense right here. This doesn't make sense. And it's stupid, but there's a bright side to it. Even though Kamala Harris passed some really great sanctions, these are the greatest sanctions we've ever passed. Didn't stop RT from being on YouTube. So here's a big huge Kamala Harris. Go fuck yourself. Spit. PMSL. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I don't know what PMSL means. I need me some cameras like that. I love RT. I love RT as well, Peter. I love RT. You know why? Because they bring us people like Lee Camp. And what I don't understand is, why has Lee Camp's show been shut down forever if RT is still on YouTube? That is so confusing. I don't know why he can't still produce the show on the internet, but I don't know. Maybe Jimmy Dore interviewed him about that stuff. I don't know. I didn't see it. Like I said, I don't watch Jimmy Dore anymore. He's lost me as a viewer. He really has. I saw Lee Camp was on, and I wanted to hear what Lee Camp had to say. I'm really not interested in what Jimmy has to say anymore. Sucks to be Jimmy. You know, maybe keep it factual, bro, and stop your stupid opinion bullshit. Stop your Robert F. Kennedy bullshit. Stop your Dr. James Malone bullshit. You know, you want to win back the people who love facts. You know, there's not a lot of us, I guess. There's not a lot because Jimmy still has a shit ton of viewers, but not me. Not me. I don't go to live shows anymore. I don't support with super chats. And you notice very, very, very infrequently will I bring up a clip from one of his shows. You know, this one with Lee Camp, it's not even worth bringing up because they're talking about 2018 Nazis in Ukraine and 2019 Nazis in Ukraine. Okay, there's Nazis in Ukraine. You know, there's Nazis in America too. Got news for you. There's probably Nazis all over the world. You know, so you found some Nazis. Okay, the government's working with the Nazis over there. Okay, so they're shelling people. Okay, they shelled people for years. Okay, and they were the Nazis that did it. Okay, they shelled Russian nationals. Okay, we understand. What do you want us to do? You want us to just completely ignore the facts of what's happening today because they did some bad shit a few years back? Can't do that. Sorry, Jimmy. You know, I can't just ignore what's going on today. I'm not going to just not pay attention to it. You know, it's almost like he says, you know, you shouldn't care because there's Nazis there. Look, man, I see what the mainstream media is doing to the Ukrainian people. They're painting them out to be some kind of hero. They're painting to be some kind of, you know, amazing people throughout, you know, this incredible time of controversy that they are able to you know, overcome whatever kinds of challenges that the Russian government in this war has proposed. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, no, they're all going to die. And all the people's faces that these morons on mainstream media are putting on the news, just glorifying them. Oh, look, this person built this thing against the Russian army. Oh, this person did this. Yeah, Putin's going to find all of them and execute them. He's going to torture their families and kill them all. You know, way to go, mainstream media. Way to use people like meat that you hang in a meat locker. And that's literally what they're doing. They don't care about those people. And if they did, they wouldn't be putting their faces on the goddamn television set. You know, mark my words. Mark my words. Hey, man, I can't tell the future, but I can predict it pretty well. And, you know, if anybody's trying to be glorified in Ukraine right now, I have a feeling Vladimir Putin is taking some notes. Oh, what was that guy's name? What town was he in? Okay, what's he look like? Let me get a picture of his face. Cool. I'll just give that to my my army. You know, he's got one. He's got one of those. So mainstream media, while you're sitting there with your little pom poms, you know, and your bullhorn, and you're cheering on the war and the war effort, just remember all the people whose lives you don't give a crap about. That you're literally you're risking their lives. Oh, I've got some military experience, so I'm doing this for the Ukrainian people. Here's his face. Wow, whatever happened to blurring those faces out? Whatever happened to protecting people that are in harm's way? The mainstream media couldn't give a crap about a human life. Remember that. And they couldn't give a crap about you. And they definitely don't give a crap about the Ukrainians. Look, this is what the Ukraine is going to become. The new Afghanistan. What a perfect thing for the military-industrial complex to step into when they step out of Afghanistan and they think they have to towel off. Oh, no, man. We got the Ukraine jacuzzi for you to hop into, and it's warm and ready for all the weapons you want to supply. Yeah, Ukraine is the new Afghanistan. And they want to make a business of war, and they don't care where it is. We were doing Syria. We were doing Somalia. We were doing Afghanistan, and we're doing plenty of other places, you know, Palestine and Israel. What's going on with that? You know, where do you think they get all those weapons from? You know, we give them a lot of money every year. Those weapons come from us. You know, we fund war around the world. We are the funding for it, and we keep it going because there's people out there who couldn't think, hey, man, maybe I'll get a job where I do something nice for a person. You know, maybe I'll get a job where I take care of an old man that's dying, you know, and take care of it. Maybe I'll get a job entertaining people on the internet. No. I want to get a job selling weapons of mass destruction to people. Now, whoever had that idea and decided to go into that industry, I'd like to spit on them right now. I'd like to knock them out too. Every single one of them. Everybody in the military industrial complex, I'd like to spit on every single. Libya, right? Libya, Iraq, right? Yemen, exactly. I forgot those. You're right, Peter. Thank you. You're right, Peter. Thank you for helping me. Thank you. Yes, Libya, Iraq, Yemen, you know, Somalia, you know, now Ukraine, Afghanistan, you know, Palestine. You name it, man. We're nationwide. We're all over the world, man. We're international. There are factions making anti-tank weapons. I guarantee those are the next to be struck. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But if the mainstream media wants to put their company names and their faces and their locations on American television, and they don't think Vladimir Putin is watching that, they're idiots. And it's not just that. They're psychos because they really don't care about those Ukrainian people. I do. I care about them. I don't want them to die. I want to protect them from Vladimir Putin. It's horrible. He should have never done what he did. You know, when he put all those troops on the border, it was psychotic. I mean, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? Well, I'm just waiting. I know America's going to do something, and we'll be able to crank up the war machine and start making some money again. Well, when you look at the sanctions and you look at the embargoes and stuff, you got to learn. Is this really in America's best financial interest, what we're doing? It doesn't make sense. It's like, well, we're all ready for this. We're all going to get into it. You know, we're going to jump in, make some money. And then here comes Joe Biden with his oil embargo. And now all of a sudden your your gas is costing $5 a gallon. And you're realizing you might not be able to go on much longer the way you've been doing because you're going to run out of money. Or you're going to have to make some big decisions and some big sacrifices. It's almost like Joe doesn't even get it. He doesn't even understand how to play ball. And he thinks that this oil embargo was somehow going to hurt Russia. Do you want to know what ended up happening? China's like, oh man, you need supplies, you need war stuff, and you need oil. You need someone to purchase your stuff from you. We got you. They had a little meeting. Yeah, the president of China and Vladimir Putin had a little meeting. They got together and they said that to America, you know, the bear and the dragon, you know, and they're looking at America and they're like, is that for all that's being said? Liberals have not defended this country. They have not spoken on military. Liberals have to do something. Yeah, PM, before I block you, you're an idiot. My father, who's right in here, he's a liberal. He was in the military. His brother was also liberal in the military. So you're an idiot, and now you're blocked because you're a fucking liar. Okay? And I block fucking liars from my live stream. So go fuck yourself and don't come back. All right? I don't like liars. There's one thing I'm not going to take. It's a fucking liar like you. Plenty of liberals who've been in the military. So you're an idiot. You're just a fucking idiot. So stupid. That's almost as if to say everyone in the military supported Donald Trump. Oh yeah, right. Sure, because they were all Republicans. He's blowing up children's hospitals. Yeah, man. Yeah, he blew up a children's hospital. Luckily, I don't think anybody died in that. Did you see the Russian government minister basically alleged the Ukrainian army blew up that children's hospital? We just talked about that. She was named, I bought my wife electric car heading to blank, starting a big job. Oh, you bought an electric car? You're listening to Joe Biden, huh? Did you do it because Joe Biden told you to buy one, bro? How much did that set you back? An electric car. Well, there you go, right there, you dumbass PMJB. Hillhouse Hobo considers himself a liberal, and he says he's ex-military. Thank you, Hillhouse Hobo. I mean, my father's. I don't need anybody else to chime in, but I do appreciate it. Thank you. My father's a liberal, so Bro, there are adults and children trapped. Was on news this morning. Under the rubble. Yeah, I know it sucks. What do you want me to do, Brad? What do you want me to do? You want me to cry? What do you want me to do about it? I don't understand exactly what my reaction is supposed to be right now. I'm literally asking you, waiting for an answer. What do you want me to do? You said you don't think anyone died. That's why I said that. Right. No one's died yet. When people die, let me know. I mean, do you think that's going to make a difference to me? What do you want me to do? And then you put a finger pointing upwards. What? I just don't understand where you're coming from. And you think I should? They're dead. Okay, people died. Do I look like I've been affected by it? What do you want me to do, bro? There's been a lot of people killed. Oh, I get it, Brap. You want me to be mad at Vladimir Putin, don't you? Is that it, Brap? Is that where you're coming from? Oh, I couldn't figure it out. I understand, Tig. That's why I'm waiting for you. It's cool. You want me to be mad at Vladimir Putin for all this? Well, maybe I'm going to be mad at Joe Biden for sanctioning Russia when they had all their troops sitting on the Ukrainian border. Maybe I'll be mad at Biden instead. How about that? Is that okay? Can I be mad at Biden instead? President Poopy Pants, is that cool? Is that fair? Maybe I'll be mad at Kamala Harris for bragging about her great sanctions. We have the greatest sanctions. Our sanctions are so great. We're going to starve out all the Russians. We're going to starve out the Americans, and gasoline is going to go sky high. Our sanctions are going to disrupt the entire planet. We're so proud of ourselves for making the greatest sanctions. Our sanctions are great. You're mad at both? Be mad on NATO? Zace, what's up, Zace? Zace? What's up, Zace? I don't understand how some of these foreign fighters heading out to Ukraine are happy to have their faces plastered all over the news because they're dumb. Because Ukrainian fighters are dumb. Okay, that's why. They literally think they're going to win this war, and I just don't see that happening without support from the rest of the world. And the rest of the world's standing here like this, with their arms folded, you know, arguing over oil, while these people are being bombed out of their homes. You know, they're going to be annihilated systematically. You know, it's just a matter of time before he starts marching people out of their homes. You know, I mean, if you think that these people have a chance, it's because the mainstream media has given you this false hope. And that's the problem with mainstream media, is they keep pumping up all this false hope. Look, oh, look, they've got anti-tank things. Look, this old lady's making netting for camouflage. Oh, look, this man, he was in the military. He was in the military for 3 years, and now he's teaching people military tactics. And you're supposed to just be cheering it on. You're supposed to be there watching, eating your popcorn, cheering it on, cheering on the military-industrial complex as it rolls ahead. Hi, Lainey. Good morning. Only their immediate family know they're there. Heading out to Ukraine are happy to have their faces plastered. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Man, look. The guy's psycho. Vladimir Putin is psychotic. Okay? As he got older, he lost his mind. Obviously, the man has lost his mind. America, you know, probably should have assassinated him. And they didn't, you know, because Biden is a big, right? We used to be badasses in this country, man. We used to be hard. You know, presidents used to do crazy illegal shit and just be like, fuck it, man, we need this. Now Biden just sits there with his finger up his butt, you know, trying to keep the poop from coming out. So, yeah, how are you going to have a man like that who's constantly worried about pooping himself lead the free world? You know, it's such a joke. That man is such a joke. If Russia really wanted Ukraine, they could do it within a week. Instead, Putin is using the conscripts to do his bidding. The average Joe always will be the profit and want. If Russia really wanted Ukraine, they could do it within a week. Huh. I don't know, man. I think Russia wants Ukraine, Peter. I don't think you know what you're talking about. You know, I don't know. Maybe you've never actually led a full-scale war before to take over a country. So you don't know anything about it, Peter. But thanks for trying, man. Thanks for trying. You know, thanks for trying to act like you're a professional and that you know what you're talking about. You absolutely don't. I think if Vladimir Putin could have just pressed a button and had Ukraine, he would have taken it. Don't you? But what you just said doesn't even make sense. Why would he risk everything to try to take it if he doesn't really want it? I mean, just doing this here, Peter Thompson, just doing a little bit of this here, bro, which is what I do on the show today. Looking forward to your response. Stupid or brave? No, he's stupid, man. You know, he did the dumbest thing. Putin did the dumbest thing, man. Turned the whole world against him. Not smart, not leadership, quality material, bro. You know, and everything in the world was going pretty good. You know, America's practicing its imperialism here and there, but for the most part, it was going pretty good. And then he just has to come and expose all of the criminality for what it really is. And it's not just all on his part, you know, because as soon as he started doing it, then people like Lee Camp and Jimmy Dore started really getting louder about what America has been doing for years in other countries. The exact same thing that your mainstream media doesn't want to report on. But if they were reporting on it like they're reporting on Ukraine, you'd be just as mad about that. You'd just be just as disgusted. You know, there's a lot of memes on Twitter that are really good, and they explain. I love that shirt, Mom. That's pretty, that blouse. Yeah, I like that. Very nice. Stupid or brave, the Ukrainians, bro, they're in a position they have no control. You know, bravery, let me tell you something. Bravery is when you do something you don't have to do. That's bravery. You know, when there is a war and there's somebody taking your home and you have to fight, that's not bravery. That's survival, bro. That's not bravery. That's survival. You're fighting for your life. You know? If they, like these guys that are coming over from the UK and the United States to go help, those guys are brave. Those guys are the brave ones. They don't have to put themselves in harm's way, and there they are. You know, it's crazy. Same here in Germany, mainstream media shit. Right, Zace? Right? Mainstream media is trying to glorify this entire war into making you think that this is just the way it has to be because Vladimir Putin's a psycho. And I'm like, dude, what the hell are Navy SEALs for? What the hell is the CIA for? What is SEAL Team 6? You know, why aren't we going and assassinating Vladimir Putin? Are you kidding me? We can't do it? You can't send a missile? Rogi's on the case. He's like, you got good intentions? He's checking this guy out. He's like, I'm all over this guy. He's probably got dogs. Are you a cool guy? I wonder if Rogan's ever going to bite somebody, man. Crazy. Besides me. Hit me. In front of me. Gary. He's great. That's so sad. Take care, Gary. Take care, brother. Wow, man, it's a good friend of the family. It's, just popped in to say hi. He didn't know I was here, so we had to talk for a little bit. It was cool. He's like, yeah, I drove up to Alabama or Birmingham and back. I was like, what was that, 1,200 miles? He's like, yeah, exactly. Like, I'm good. I'm good at the distances now, man. I'm good at the distances. I'm surprised someone in Russia that's against him hasn't killed him yet. Well, he's surprised too because he takes a lot of precautions. Don't you worry about it. He's staying here as long as you want. So are we getting high or what? Want to get high? Want to get high? Russia versus Ukrainian or World War III. Taking my dogs out, then I can get high before work. Dude, I left my lighter like in San Francisco. I left my lighter in San Francisco. I get to actually work today. So, I think I'm going to use my torch to light this. What do you guys think? Hey, man, come over here. Let's do this camera over here. Yeah, that's pretty. Let's get rid of that RT thing. Remove that. Okay. What do you guys think, man? You like the scene here? You want to be closer? Love the way that camera, the bong just pops. The colors on it, man, freaking love it. I need to design you a holder for your 3CPO and print. Rogan, look. Oh. Easy. It's C3PO. You get 3CPO. It's C3PO, man. You got the C and the 3 confused. I'm like, I'll keep looking at it. I'm like, what's going on with that? C3PO. I wonder what that stands for. Personal, probably personal something. Like it's his personal assistant. C3PO. I wonder if they're on the internet. Okay, Google. What do the letters in C3PO stand for?
According to Wikipedia, one of NASA programs to collaborate with the private sector in the development of commercial space transportation, it's named C3PO, acronym for Commercial Crew and Cargo Program Office.
Huh. That's not it. So tired. I have been up for 24 hours, about to take my nighttime meds, and maybe they will help me get some sleep. Let's smoke, shall we? Cheers. That'll get me started, huh? Cyborg 3 protocol, C3PO. Oh. Thank you, Brad. I wonder how much food's left in there. He's voraciously eating that food. You'd think he hadn't had food in forever. Man, my body's getting used to this pineapple express. It's nice. It's not so intense, you know, which is good for doing the show. You know, when I'm doing the show, I don't want to be getting so crazy that I can't function. And the last few days, man, I've been getting so ripped on here that at one point during the show, I just can't even think of what to tell you guys. You know, I'm like, I better just end the show because I'm talking more. I think it's really important, though, that you guys honor our right, the First Amendment. I don't care who we're at war with. You know, it shouldn't give us the right to silence people based on their affiliations. And you know, this is the way we choose to do things as humans. It's freaking crazy. You know, you have to look at Lee Camp now like he's some kind of enemy of the state. And that's wrong, man. If you knew Lee Camp, you would know how wrong that really is. And all of you guys should be made aware of that. All of you guys should support Lee Camp just by, you know, listening to him and letting him know that you're out there listening to him, you know. That's it.
But you know, it's just too bad because they're going to just keep taking these people away from us. And if we don't complain and we don't support, I know some of you probably feel like that complaining and supporting isn't going to help anyway. So why even bother? But at least, you know, you'll be able to look yourselves in the mirror, you know, no matter what the outcome. At least you tried. And if we don't try, then we're lost. And that's how I look at it, man. I know some of you guys couldn't give a shit about it. My mom couldn't give a shit about it. She didn't care. I know a lot of you guys don't care. You know, I don't care about, you know, babies getting bombed on the other side of the planet. I really don't. Why should I? What can I do about it? What am I supposed to do? What do you want me to do about it? What I care about is when my right talk about it or listen to Lee Camp talk about it is trampled. That's where I draw the line. You know, we bomb babies all the time, guys. You want to sit there and point the finger at Vladimir Putin? I could show you hospitals that America has bombed. I could show you Doctors Without Borders who've been bombed. I could show you journalists who've been shot up by an AH-64 machine gun. By America, right? Oh, you guys all forgot about that though, didn't you? Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to listen to me talk about it. I've already lost 3 people since I started talking about this, and not a single chat in response to it. So, you know, you guys don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I'm just going to smoke and forget about it. And you're going to slowly watch your First Amendment rights get taken away, just like mine have been trampled probably for a good 8 years. Yeah, 9 years since 2013, right? My First Amendment rights have already been trampled, and you know I still come and I try to get people to listen to me, and you know, a few people decide to turn the show on. But man, when they start taking away the voices that you love to hear, you'll feel the sting. You'll eventually realize it. You'll be like, whatever happened to so and so, man? I used to love listening to them. They brought me so much information. Well, they say, you know, they were supported by the wrong country. You know, the last I checked, the First Amendment didn't say it didn't matter where you got your paycheck from, that if you were an American citizen, you still had the right to free speech. So, you know, they write their own laws now. They enforce their own fake laws that don't even exist. And how the hell you could take somebody's livelihood away from them? Been watching. Evan Teese has been watching since I was trendy, right? Thank you, Evan. I'm still trendy as fuck. Trendy AF, we like to say, like the kids say today. Trendy AF. She's going to use this hoist right here. It's like an engine hoist. She's got my father sitting on like a hammock kind of thing. And she puts that thing over him and clicks it on, and then she jacks him up like an engine hoist, man. Lifts him up like 2 feet in the air, higher than he is, and then lowers him down into the seat. Trendy as dabbers, yeah. Trendy dabbers. Yeah, I think I know what my show is called, guys. You guys are so funny. Lee Camp got fucked. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I just wonder if Jimmy Dore interviewed him about that. And while I hate to go, he had him on his show. He had Lee Camp on his show. Ukraine commits war crime against Russian soldiers. Long list of over 1,000 bucks. He's a NATO puppet. Fox Business tells truth about Ukraine. Biden's approval rating plummeting. So there is a thing about war crimes, Ukrainian war crimes against Russian soldiers. Well, you know, if Russian soldiers didn't want Ukrainians to commit war crimes against them, maybe they shouldn't have invaded their country. Jimmy, do you really want us, Jimmy, do you really want us to be sad about Russian soldiers being, you know, having war crimes committed against them? I wonder how many war crimes America is guilty of, you know? I mean, I seem to remember Donald Trump sending some missiles into Iran or Iraq and killing a certain commander, like a general. Yeah, that's a war crime. That wasn't even during a time of war. That's a war crime, man. You know, nobody wants to talk about that war crime, huh? Jimmy Dore, I wonder how well he covered that. Just kind of curious. How hypercritical was he of Trump when he did that? Anyway, I'm just kind of curious what Lee Camp has to say, so I'm going to click on this. I'm kind of cringing, but. So funny to hear, like, it sounds like it's coming from an old system.
And crimes and stuff like that, which I don't know if you know is against the Geneva Convention. You're not supposed to do that. So they've been doing that. And everybody, all the shit libs in America are okay with it. Just like they were okay with torture. Well, if it works, you know they can then torture our soldiers. They're the same way we have this Geneva Convention because it protects everybody. You dummies. So I just want to go over this. Ukraine video of Russian prisoners could violate the Geneva Convention. Do you think? You think it could? That's from the Sydney Morning Herald. Turns out Australia is way worse than America in some ways. I never thought I'd say that, but boy, I did. That's the way they handle COVID is pretty good. A young Russian soldier breaks down in tears as his mother pleads with him to come home from the other end of the telephone line. Handcuffed and dressed in his army fatigues, he buries his face in his hands and breaks out in a loud sob. The unnamed soldier, who has been captured by Ukrainian forces, then urges his mother to speak to the families of other Russian soldiers, warning that no one will get a death note from Russian authorities if their sons are killed. Those efforts are not taking away the bodies. They are killing the wounded, he says. I don't know if they will be swapping prisoners of war. The footage is... Now, is that really happening? Or did they make that guy say that? If you saw an American saying that, if he was captured by North Korea or Russia, would you believe it? So the footage is one of more than a dozen clips of captured. That's why you're not supposed to do it. That's why you're not supposed to videotape them and release it. That's why there's a Geneva Convention against doing it. Because it could most likely be propaganda. And they're being forced to say things. Most, like John McCain in Vietnam. They tortured him, tried to get him to sign confessions and say they were doing all this stuff. That's what they do. That's what this could be here. They called the guy's mother. You don't think this is straight up propaganda? They capture them in war and then they call one of the soldiers mother? What the F? The footage is one of more than a dozen clips of captured Russian servicemen released by Ukraine authorities over the past week. The videos often show handcuffed soldiers sitting on a chair in a nondescript room. Some show signs of serious injury, their heads bruised and patched up with body bandages, bloody bandages. Others are dressed in civilian clothes and look unharmed. The soldiers are rarely identified, and the footage, as well as the circumstances of the men's arrest, are nearly impossible to verify independently. Ukraine is using the blizzard of videos of confessions and emotional pleas for forgiveness to drum up support in their online campaign against Russia. Law enforcement authorities say the footage is a record of Russia's brutal military campaign in Ukraine and are using it to back up their claims Putin is committing war crimes. Isn't it ironic that you would violate captured soldiers' Geneva rights, but in order to stop someone from breaking Geneva Convention. That doesn't make sense. You got to break a few eggs and make an omelet. What are you doing? Is this like Tony Soprano giving out parking tickets again?
I don't know. It doesn't sound that. It doesn't seem that. It doesn't seem like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I mean, I wasn't listening to the whole thing, but the war crimes don't seem like brutal. You know, like brutal war crimes. It seems like more psychological. Did I miss something, y'all? Let me know. If y'all were listening. Why do I watch him? I don't watch him anymore. I wanted to hear from Lee Camp. He had Lee Camp on. I do not watch Jimmy Dore anymore. I was just kind of curious. Oh, he's got Aaron Mate on anyway on that episode. He didn't have Lee Camp on at that point. The reason why I was watching that was to find out if he interviewed Lee Camp about what happened with the find out what happened with RT. You know, I was very curious. I want to hear Lee speak on that, you know. I don't know, man. I think I might just do a dab. Dab, dab, dab. Gonna do dab tip. Gonna do dab tip. Gonna do dab tip. Gonna do dab tip. God, man, Iceman leaves me these dabs, bro, and I'm just like, they're so good. Ugh. Things have come a long way, man. We've come a long way, baby. In the cannabis industry. Okay, everything's coming. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Everybody just calm down. Oh, there's a hawk again in my yard. You guys want to go on Hawk Patrol? Hawk Patrol. Hawk Patrol. It's time for Hawk Patrol. Okay, you guys, there's a hawk. It is off to the left there. And it is sitting on a fence. I'm going to put you guys like there. Right? You can probably see that hawk. Let me just get that color right, okay? Hold on. Let me get the colors right on that. There you go. There you go. There, now you can see that hawk. Let's make the fuzz look like that. That's let's go on here. Not allowed on our airwaves. Well, RT is still on YouTube. You guys are still able to watch RT on YouTube. That's what I'm telling you. They're still uploading to YouTube, man. They got over 4 million subscribers. Where'd that hawk just go? Oh, he's got something. And he's eating. God bless America. That was so fast. Huh. He found something and ate it in the grass, man. Yeah, let's bring that camera down a little bit. Yeah, how's that? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look at that scene, man. Look at the hawk hunting. It comes in and it hunts.
The beach. Here, you become your best self. It has Myrtle Beach, Kentucky anywhere. Whether it's big and adventurous or quiet and curious, whether you're going all out or staying at home, whatever you want. Welcome to 60 Minutes with Myrtle. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. From inspiration to installation, we are the floors. And from generation to generation, Florida is our family business.
Am I in Florida? Yeah, Greg, I'm in Florida, buddy. Oh, it wasn't a squirrel that time. It was like a lizard or something. There's little lizards back there. Frogs. It's on the ground. He's on the ground, but no, he's not interested. It's so cool to watch him hunt like that. It's so cool, man. He's just off to the left. He's on the ground, right behind that fence. He's just hopping. I don't know, dude. I'm about to just dab, 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 dab. Dab time, dab time, do dab. Do dab. Here we go. Cheers, guys. The hawk is back. Hawk is back on the perch. Holy moly. That was so tasty and good. And easy also. Got a hawk that's chasing off the mockingbirds. Bro, we watched that hawk almost eat a squirrel yesterday. Look, he's looking over here. It's like, my cat wants to eat cheese. Holy moly.
That's 407-888-8000. And it's over 30% of our business comes from current or previous customers who refer us to their friends, families, and neighbors.
That one.
If you think you have windows or doors, get 3 quotes. Just make sure it's the S1.
Yeah, that one did. That last stab was. Oh, now he's closer, bro. Now he's right here. He's still on the fence, but he's to the left now. I can see something over here. Hawk Watch. Just gonna do that. God, he stands here. He looks like a piece of plastic. He looks like he's so. Looks just like a fake hawk. So pretty. Those feathers are so pretty. I admire your way of life. California to Florida. Yeah, I don't want to go back to California. Not enough people, man. Couldn't take it anymore. I was losing my mind. Couldn't take it anymore, man. You know, I wonder how many times you could go back to my old shows and find me hear me saying, "Man, I'm losing my mind." You know, you could do like a whole 3-minute highlight reel of me just saying that over and over and over again in different situations. I meant it. I was, man. That's freaking crazy. God, that hawk, man. I don't want to zoom in on it at all. Holy moly. Oh, the zoom's already up. Yeah, you gotta zoom in on that. So I could see him way better than it's on video. That's weird, huh? He's way bigger. Oh, what's he gonna do? I think he sees something behind him. His head turns almost around 180 degrees from his back. Look at that. He's looking, you can't tell, but he's looking like, should I go screen with him? Still can't see. That's so pathetic. Yeah, like the fuck you might know. Exactly. I just love looking at wildlife. Man, his head is all the way around his back. He's looking behind himself completely. And now he's turning around. There he goes. He sees something. Look at that. Look at that. I think he sees something out there. See that? I'm sure somebody gonna be around for a while. Let's say that on the show. Look at this hawk. But you're watching him eat stuff off the ground.
Waiting for some little mouse or something, right? Oh, he's getting
I have a daughter, he's 10 years old. 10 years old, he's eating, and he's traveled already over 25 times. So, just Puerto Rico, but not Florida, just Puerto Rico. Next week is gonna be his 17th time going to Puerto Rico.
Oh my God.
And he's been in a cruise ship, so they have another, I had to have results, is he there? Yeah, he's 7 pounds.
7 and he's 70.
Really?
Yeah, he's 70 pounds.
Oh. So mine's 7.
His name's Rogan. What's yours?
Nico.
Nico?
Oh my God.
Your name?
Oh, Anna.
Anna. I'm Ben.
Oh, my
It's
God.
nice to meet you. Yeah, I just love how you.
I love those, yes. Yes, when I watch movies and then they're killing, and then when I see them, no, don't kill the dog. So, and they always people say, oh, you care about dogs, and there are people, I just love dogs.
They're our closest friends. I think, you know.
So my dog's been in Canada, Las Vegas, I mean, you name it, South America, everywhere.
Right?
Yeah. I love dogs. Have a nice day.
You too. So, did our hawk leave? Oh, he's down there on the ground. He's down there hunting something, man. She's got a bunch of dogs. Oh, there he goes. Now he's up on the pole. Bro, he went after a bird. They're so lazy, man. He saw a bird and he went to fly after it. He's like, wow. I don't know if any of you guys are keeping up with what's going on. You guys being distracted by the hawk? Got a nice rain, man. It rained in my sod that I just laid down yesterday. Got in touch with both a true green. He's going to come and assess the yard, green it up for us, and also a company that's going to fix the irrigation system out here. So we've got this amazing sprinkler system, right? It's throughout the whole yard, and it runs on manual switches. Because the guy who was in charge of it didn't understand the importance of putting a timer immediately on a sprinkler system. You know, it's been taking forever to finish things, and you know, we're not the kind of people that want to sit around and wait for something that we can have done now, especially when you wait, the grass dies. You get to wait, you know. Pop didn't want the competition. Yeah, now he's still, you guys, he's still right there. You guys on the Hawk Watch, man? Can you see him on top of that pole? I don't know if he's on camera. I gotta move the camera a little bit more to the left, I think. There he is. Here he is. He's way up. He's way up on that pole. Kind of hard to see because the chimney, I think he's right on top of the chimney, guys. The way I have the camera set, I could move the camera over and that would take them off the chimney probably. Can you guys see him? Because I can't. I don't know where he is. I know he's out there somewhere. No, man, I don't see him. This is so crazy. He's right in front of the camera, and I can't see him on camera. Oh, there he is. Yeah, white dot. You're right. Right to the left of the chimney. Right? Yeah. He is still blending in with the chimney. That's the problem. Okay. Hold on. There you go. Now you can see him. There you go. He's on a pole in my yard. I guess it's for the tree. It's tied to this pole. Newton, cheers. Yeah, I did a dab, so. Oh, I need Jimmy Door off the other screen. Live for an hour and 20 minutes, huh? You guys having fun? Let me know in the chat if you're having fun on the hot watch here. It's a hungry hawk. Good.
If you want to make a Caesar at home, and it just really gives it something special. Now I'm going to drizzle in the olive oil slowly. Okay. Extra virgin olive oil, absolutely. There you go. And one thing that's a little bit unique too about this recipe is because I put this.
We got activity. He is okay. He's over here.
And you're gonna like this. So we're gonna put a little bit of water. Right into the shake.
Okay, to the left of the tree on the ground. A little bit more. Nice. So now he's back over. Nope. Now he is on my neighbor's roof by the chimney. So now he's on my neighbor's roof. Yep, he's right on my neighbor's screen enclosure. And now he's hunting her yard. That's so interesting to watch. How cool. You have a F-150? Yeah, I need to get my truck detailed, but my mom's got or I will. I'm just kind of transfixed by wildlife. I mean, I've got hawks over there. Raleigh too, but I never got to sit and watch my planes around. You know, this is they're usually like busy surviving over there, but here they're just so relaxed. It's like a resort for them. They got all the food. They're like, I'll just eat lizards. Yeah, it's cool. I'll just eat lizards all day. I'll eat some lizards in the morning. Just fly around. You know, maybe I'll catch a mouse.
dude, they must be, I don't know what they're doing. I love eating these
My
hospitals.
children are really worried. My tip is send your kids a text.
Babe. Zoe. Mom. She's too loud. God damn, dude, that's so funny, buddy. First. Noise in the goddamn TV. Crazy. Billy, how you doing, bro? What you up to, man? We're on the same time as everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Very intense drama.
Season 2 on Hulu, so tell us what's happening.
Oh my gosh, you know, it's so much fun. We haven't been able to shoot this
Mom.
show for the past 2 years. 2 years since our
I
season
think
1
she's
show.
on. Oh,
And we're still wanting to be able to reunite with the girls, and I mean, it's such a fun.
where's the mom? Baby?
It's great to be, you know, comedy.
Slept in intentionally. You don't get too often. Dude, I worked my ass off yesterday. Ask Iceman. We went for a spin in his Porsche. Holy fuck. And I when he dropped me off, man, I got this chill, shivering and shit, man. It's so funny. I was like, dude. Oh, shivering. I had to go in the house and put a hair dryer on me so I could warm up. That's fine. I'll take it down. That's what happened. I just caught this chill and it just wouldn't go away. Hey, the mockingbirds are back in the yard. How funny is that? Oh, look at all the birdies down in the yard. This is so funny. Mom, when that hawk is in the backyard hunting around, there's no little birds. They leave the yard, and as soon as he flew out of here, all the little birds have come back. Yeah, man, it's hilarious. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Yeah.
I can think of something to come up with your lunch and say you can have a Papa Joe's. Do you like any of their stuff? Papa Joe's?
Roast beef. Where?
Papa Joe's.
Oh, no, Papa Joe's now. Probably not. Oh, no, you're going to go to Papa Joe's?
No, I'm not going to Papa Joe's.
Okay.
I'm just going to Publix.
You said Italian sub.
Italian stuff. Yeah, they happen to like that, but you can order anything you want.
Okay, pizza.
Will you split it with them? You can't eat pizza. honey. Wait, so you're gonna get yourself a pizza? Order it, go pick it up? You want my credit card?
Yeah.
I can give you
For noonish?
What, honey?
Noon? What time do you want to eat?
You have to order it, like 11:30, call them and order it and pick it up. You don't mind doing that? All right, I'm gonna run over to Publix, okay?
Love you. I'll see you later.
Do some grocery shopping.
God, it's so beautiful outside. Mom, did you ever notice those 4 palm trees that are on the front side of Della's house? From here, look at those 4 palm trees. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at those giant palms.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that amazing?
I never saw those.
Yeah, I've been looking at them since I've been sitting here. I'm just like, oh, they're so
Wow.
majestic.
They're
They
beautiful.
gotta be 40 feet tall.
Oh, yeah.
Almost 40. I'd say 30. No, they're 30 feet tall. That house.
Maybe, I don't know.
That house could be.
Okay, Ben, what's that on top of your water bottle?
Camera, that was, we were watching this video.
Okay, so your water has been in there. It's gotta be empty for being made fresh.
Okay, I will.
Okay, you finished with that?
Is it empty?
No.
Well, if there's a drop, then we're not done. That's for
All
sure.
right,
Thank you, Mom.
okay. Well, Leah, I'll be back. Well, I have to go grocery shopping. And then I'm going for lunch with my friends, so I'm gonna, Ben's gonna get lunch for his dad, okay? Huh?
Not that be careful.
Okay.
It's just so this way.
I know.
$4 billion targeted to help the displaced refugees at this point. We're talking roughly 2 million plus of them. ACTA joins us now. Once
It's
again,
beautiful. These trees, look out this window, man, it's cool. What a view. Waiting for bears and deer to come out of the woods, man, or a raccoon to come running across, or armadillo, or possum. You know, maybe see a bobcat. There's a flock of birds in the backyard right now.
Ben, you want me to check for the
Yes, please. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. I could just keep forgetting it. Because I could have gone out with Mike and brought that last night, too. God, thank you. God, we're finally going to get that residency thing. We had to bring a check to the guard gate so that we could get me registered as a resident. Oh, the hawk is back. And it's so cool. That's why all those birds left the yard, man. It's like they knew the hawk was coming back. It must have been close. Wow. My mom's so nice, isn't she, though? How did I turn out the way I turned out? I don't know. It's crazy.
Donations, warm clothes and blankets and that sort of thing. But you know, when you talk to these people that are coming across the border, so many
Dude.
times we're hearing these same just horrible, gut-wrenching stories. I spoke to it.
Did I just get yelled at? Yeah, I get yelled at. It's cute.
And she was here with her dog, and she was so
My mom and I had like
her day of travel.
had this little muscle off this morning.
Oh,
Oh, it was so funny. She
She
said-
said, her question, her eyes welled up in tears.
I don't know what I said. I was saying,
Clearly,
I don't know what started the conversation, but at some point she goes, well, you know, we'll see if you could do a workout with me and Beth Ann. You know, do one of our workouts. I said, Mom, for the last 2 days, I've been on your driveway just straight shoveling wet dirt. You want to try to hang with me on a couple scoops? We were all blowing up on each other. So funny. All right, Mom, love you. So I'm watching the hawk, man. Hawks, you know, I can't take my eyes off this thing. I'm so sorry. It's so distracting. Here, I'll put the camera back on it. That should be it. You should be looking right at it, man. Yeah, it is sitting in that. There's like a stand up. Oh, there flies over here, and now he's got something. He's got something over here. Oh, he's got. Oh, it's a worm. He's eating earthworms, man. Dude, he's eating earthworms. Now he's flying to the tree. Now he's up in the tree. He's up in that tree now. Now, there was a bird that was in that tree that flew out of it. Oh, wow. He's eating an earthworm, man.
Sadly passed away in his hotel room in Florida just hours hours after appearing on stage and saying goodnight to his loving wife for the last time.
They got rained out last night, so the earthworms, a lot of them washed up above the soil. So he's just looking for him, a squirm, man, and he goes to get some worm. See a squirm, grab a worm. Oh, the water. Who's this John P. dude calling me Ben? Yeah, I'm just gonna block you. Fuck off. Your mom's son. Hey, Holly. Yes, please make that round set.
But the specific circumstances of his fall remain
Like a baby snake?
His family has sued to keep further details.
No, it was a freaking earthworm. I saw it.
Any surveillance photos or
You know, it was dangling. Yeah.
Rizzo says the love and support
Probably like 4 inch long.
and strangers who knew Bob.
And it took him a little bit to eat it too. He flew into that tree, and now he's gone somewhere else. I don't know where the new checkpoint is, because I wasn't watching. But I do not see him in my tree anymore. So he's outside my purview. He is currently outside my purview. But mad evil.
Cast members have also kept his memory alive. Candace Cameron recently posting this photo from Disneyland. The message on her sweatshirt.
Okay, guys, the Covfefe is gone. The only reason I stayed is because Billy showed us. I was going to end the show. But then I saw Billy, and I was like, well, let's hang out with Billy, man. Let's give Billy a little show. Little show. Billy, a little show.
Including one of the sport's biggest legends, Tiger Woods.
He'll be back. Hawks are territorial if he had his yard. Bro, that hawk has been here every day, all day, since I got here. I've been watching that hawk. It's crazy. And there's a second one down the street. Last night I saw it hunting over the river. Swooping down, grabbing something. More coffee? Oh, what the hell? Okay, Billy, you got it. Let's do it like this. This. Yeah, we like that. You guys can keep an eye on the situation. Yeah,
So you can see Tiger on the course playing his son Charlie. And there's so many things everyone knows and all the Tiger's accomplished. Of course, the 82 PGA Tour titles, which is tied for most all time, the 15 majors, and certainly the Shakespearean novel that has been his life off of the course. What we saw Tiger. It was incredible watching. He came from a middle-class background. We found out that his parents took out a second mortgage on their house to be able to pay for him to compete on the Junior Golf Association Tour. The first thing that Tiger did, once he got that first contract from Nike, was to pay off that mortgage. There was a massive applause from the crowd. It was an incredible moment. And Mike Tirico as Tiger, as a parent now, has this shape how you're seeing your kids as they compete in sports. Here's their exchange. Now you're a parent. How do you see differently the pride that your dad had in what he was able to see you accomplish?
When Sam says some of the things that she says in her speech, that's directly from Dad. To me, that I pass on to them. It's crazy.
Tiger described himself as that sports dad that's like kind of standing in the corner and zoning in on their kids and feels every single pain of loss when they don't win their event. But it's good life lessons that can be taken away from us. One of the things that was really interesting, the Sam was talking about how can my dad be the greatest golfer in the world at one event when this is the same guy who FaceTimes on the phone with his friends about Marvel and DC Comics and showed up apparently at Comic-Con in a Batman costume. I think that might be the only way possible that he can show up at any public space and not be recognized if he's in costume. Just showing some pictures there of Tiger. This is Lee Bob. That was interesting last night to hear Tiger talk about how his daughter sounded a lot like his dad's.
Thanks, Sam. And for more of Mike Tirico's exclusive interview with Tiger Woods, tune in Saturday to NBC's coverage of the players, a team tees off today through Sunday on NBC, Goldtown, and Picasso.
It's all good. It's all good. I just want to talk to them. When you come back, did you have a social mess? It's Dr. John Torres. He talked to one woman who says that functional medicine changed her life, and she's not alone. Dr. John Torres is inside this medical trend. Really keeping it popular. And the role of life-saving and groundbreaker. Life-saving and groundbreaker, the spot on her. She's not the kiss your voice anymore. Turn on to your also after this. With his city custom cashback, Darren's cashback that automatically adjusts where his spending is trending. Just as stepping outside his comfort zone. I don't know what both of this is. Or 40 times streaming that period from a day. He just made me Mr. Best Life. So now I'm gonna have to start it again. Even insisted he didn't need directions. They had not lost that explorer. That said, do you know where I am? You earn 5% cashback in your top eligible spend category up to $500 spent each billing cycle with the City Custom Cash Card. I've got one of these here flex licenses. You know, there's and Scott receives 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Oh, now we have a splash. Why not? I say, why not? I say, why not? Too roofy, huh? Anything going on out there with the hawk? We're hawkless.
We're eating and drinking foods and beverages that are very safe. It can stop bleeding out.
I wonder when they're going to haul these gutters off. I don't know if those gutters out now.
That's going to help actively
It's a hazard.
is taking it to another level.
When those roofers come back, I'm going to ask them about those gutters. They pulled all the gutters off the home. Somebody's doing their yard over there. I should ask him, hey man, which would it cost me to have you do our yard real quick? That's not even hard. You know, just tell me what to pay and I'll pay you right now, bro. Oh, that'd be pretty easy too. Did I get a lawn?
Solar may increase the risk of infections.
No, that's the last thing, man. Ice Jim is supposed to be out. This guy's right here. And he's got a second guy. You see how sketchy the second guy is. You can see how sketchy the second guy is. Smoking a cigarette. We don't like that. It's kind of sketchy, bro. We don't like you smoking a cigarette on the job. We don't like that. That guy literally just lost a client, a potential client, because his worker is smoking a cigarette in the yard. I don't want somebody around me smoking cigarettes on my property. Screw that shit. I'll do it. Outside, inside, I'm like, I'm classy over here, man. I'm classy over here. I'm keeping it classy. You know, I'm doing, I'm keeping it classy, bro. No, I must train. Has the lawnmower man fucked up? This guy's quick though, man. He's got a quick ass mower, bro. I like he's got his weed eater guy going around. He's got his ride mower, dude. He's riding. You guys want to see the lawnmower in action? Here, wait. You guys, you stay there. This, we'll go with the hawk cam. It's not going to be the lawnmower cam. Pretty swift lawn mowing, bruh. Pretty good with the lawnmower, bruh. See, it's a pretty trick with the lawnmower, bruh. He's doing the lawnmower, bruh. He's gonna mow the lawn, bruh. He's gonna be pretty tricky with the lawnmower, bruh. Dude, I can't believe I can order Italian, whatever I want, and go and just pick it up, and it's like 3 minutes away from my house. Oh my God.
Functional medicine nutritionist who tested and discovered Power's gluten and dairy sensitivities. The results were dramatic.
There he goes. Look at him go. Look at him go, everybody.
Functional medicine shifts the focus away from just treating symptoms and aims to understand why those symptoms are occurring in the first place. According to the Institute for Functional Medicine, its popularity is surging. Last year, 276 clinicians became certified as functional medicine practitioners. That number.
What's homie do with the cigarettes in your yard when he's not smoking just filthy little cigarettes on them? You're missing out. I can do DoorDash, Grubhub now. Oh, God, you're right. You're right, bro. I could just have them bring it. They'll deliver it to my door. I won't even have to get in my truck and drive 3 minutes away. But the thing is bro, the pizza place, it's next to this gym, and there's always hot women walking in and out there, man. I just like the view, man. It's great. Great, beautiful women in yoga pants, man. I don't want to miss out on that. It's the bonus.
Many treatments come back to the basics of what every doctor thinks is crucial. Eating right, exercising regularly, and managing stress. Tennis Dr. Lee is the topic to manage your own health struggles. Today, you'll find Dr. Lee following a plant-based diet, walking every day, and practicing Qigong.
Functional medicine takes a lot of personal effort and commitment.
Instacart.
It is not just taking a pill.
But for
Instacart.
seeing a functional doctor has been life-changing. So is this the name Palmer? Is this a different Palmer?
It's so good to me. I have more energy. I'm stronger, fitter than I was. It's changed my life, not just my health. I have to say that I'm on a prevention path now. It's giving me not just my health back, but my life back.
So, to be clear, someone's calling themselves a functional medicine doctor or physician. They've gone through traditional medical school training, much like I have, and they may also choose to get certified in functional medicine from an organization like the Institute for Functional Medicine that currently visits and tests our typically combination. But that can change in the near future, and yes, I know what you're increased even over last year, and they're expecting to increase even more. So they're not
Crazy, huh?
find them. And
Have I cooked for my mom? Yeah. No, I don't know how to cook in this kitchen, bro. Actually, and this kitchen needs a goddamn instructor. It's like driving my mom's Lexus, dude. You gotta push a button and put it in park. Who would have thunk it? Why do I have to take my hand off the shifter and push a button? Who's the re-engineer who figured that little piece of brain genius out, you know? I like to spin on him. Jeez. That's just stupid and dumb. Engineers. Ooh, re-engineered something, huh, pal? Had to slap your ball sack right on it. Wow. You really are a piece of shit. Fucking piece of human garbage. Whoever thought? And then Lexus was like, yeah, great idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, let's have to take your hand off the shifter and hit a button to put it in the park instead of just when you're done, you're in park. Idiots. Anyone have anything to say about that? I'm just kind of curious. No, I don't think it. We've got a cave right here in the spring. Underwater cave. It's got shark's teeth.
Lactate is 100% real milk, just without the lactose, so you can enjoy it even if you're sensitive to dairy. So anyone who says lactate is real milk is also saying maple milk is real cow milk, and she really hates that.
Flower beds. Trees are
Trying to forget about pickled red onions, roasted tomatoes, steak turkey and bacon, you name it. For limited time, at Jimmy John's.
Even then, that's a little extra. I know. You should cook your mom's favorite food as a surprise. I don't know what my mom's. Oh yeah, lamb. My mom's favorite food is lamb. I'm gonna cook my mom lamb, bro. I don't think so.
Because we want people to know that they're delicious and cannot lower cholesterol. Get heart.
God.
Can you believe that you're one month
I have moderate to severe ulcerative colitis, and so taking Zeposia once daily because I won't let you see diet from being me.
This thing, bro. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. It's like pewter or copper, man. It's like if you touch the tines, it's like. They're little lines, bro. They're like wire. It's like a giant wire sculpture with straight pieces of wire. It's like copper wire. It's copper. I'm pretty sure it's copper.
This morning we are shining a light on a trailblazing first responders. At the headquarters of the Los Angeles Fire Department, there are portraits of the 18 former chiefs who have all one thing in common. Every one of them is a man, but that is about to change. I tell you, first step in the fire station was this odd feeling of, wow, actually.
Those are solder lines.
Like I belong.
They put the solder
Plan to become a
on the front of them instead of the back.
towards the Los Angeles Fire Department.
And they're like little clouds or.
Now she is making history as the LAFD's first female and first LGBTQ plus fire chief.
You know, it's like,
22 years moving up.
for some reason, it's not focusing on it.
Engineer, fire inspector, captain, battalion chief, assistant chief, fire marshal.
There, that's,
How does it feel? It feels amazing. And awareness of
almost in the center of the screen right there.
It was more like that. Once I understood the job, I comfortable with my skin. I was like, okay, what's next? As the second largest fire department in the U.S., they look at you proud of the heritage of over 3,100 sworn firefighters and paramedics who are serving
Bonsai trees.
4 million people.
Yeah. I saw oak trees done like that.
Responding to more than 500,000 calls for service, all within $860 billion budget. My number one priority is first and foremost making sure that our department and everything's ready to respond. She says that means tackling 3 big issues: ensuring enough training and resources for emergencies, mental health and well-being for
I
firefighters,
might just.
increase diversity and inclusiveness across the service. The LAFD has been the subject of numerous lawsuits and complaints of alleged racism, harassment, and sexism for decades.
Hey, you guys, I'm gonna go talk to this guy about doing lyrics. Love y'all. Did an extra 40 minutes. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. I'll see you guys on the next broadcast. You guys know, turn on notifications. Follow me across all social media. Support me on Twitter. Support me on TikTok. Support me on Instagram. Nays Garden Show. And Nays Garden.